Okay, looks like we are live. Welcome, guys, to our weekly ANTS team live training. We are back. Like, I just got back yesterday, so I'm still mentally and physically in vacation mode. But we're back from our 2018 Vet Fest in Columbus, Ohio. It was a blast. I was out there for 5 days, and it was so refreshing to sort of take some time off and fully immerse myself in my business. I was thinking about it this week and I said it's so strange to be working, and let me tell you, when you're at conference, you're walking, you're mentally, your head is in the game, you're 100% at work, but at the same time to just be able to be doing again something that you love. It just doesn't feel like work. I had so much fun connecting with all of my Avon brothers and sisters. For those of you who I had a chance to see in person, we had a good time together. We took selfies, we partied a little, we shared ideas, we brainstormed. It was just so fun and refreshing. So I really enjoyed my 5 days, and I know I've been streaming a little bit of video here and there. I've been sharing a couple of pictures. I still have more pictures to upload. Last night we came in late and I went right to work. I spent all of yesterday planning, getting my calendar together. I wouldn't even really say planning. It was more like just organizing my thoughts. I needed to just break down, compartmentalize, organize, and really, I wanted to, when you go out and you learn all this extra information, you want to make sure that you have it sort of planned out. You have it in a way that'll make sense to you so that you can come back and refer to it. So for those of you who saw me, you saw me. I had my Plan Like a Boss planner. I took so many pages of notes, and I had them. Can you guys see? So these are my notes from day one. All of these pages are just the notes from Repfest. These are just ideas that I put down that I wanted to organize. And I was glad because you guys may or may not know this, but I've journaled for a long time, but I just made this planner, and I even recorded it for you guys so that you guys can see how I did it, because I knew that this is something that I wanted to have done in time for Repfest, because I wanted to have my notes ready. I just wanted to be ready. My whole thing this past week is like just get ready, because you knew great information was coming, great new ideas were coming. You were gonna leave Repfest fired up and ready to go, and you wanted to have, like, I just wanted to have everything in place to start working as soon as I came back. So last night when I came back, some of the things that I had learned about, I started to implement. I was up until 1 a.m. this morning. No, I'm lying. I was up until 2 a.m. this morning, because it was about 1:59 where my family was like, "Don't you have work tomorrow?" I was like, "It's okay. I will take an Aspira Natural Energy, maybe a metabolism boost, and I will be fine." And that's what I did. I was okay. I had a cup of coffee later on in the evening, but I had some stickers, so I was able to highlight a couple of quotes that stood out to me. And I'm still going to go back through here, highlight and color code and organize a little bit more. So for those of you who were at Repfest, let me know what you guys thought about it. What were your key takeaways? What were the things that you loved most about it? What were the things that you were most excited about? Tonight, I'm going to be sharing with you guys some of the things that I learned, just like 3 key takeaways for me and my business. And I'm going to show you some of the things that we got. So if you follow my Instagram, you've probably seen a post for some of these things, but I want to show you not just like, here, these are the things that we got at Repfest, but I want to also share with you some of the ways that I plan to implement them into my business, incorporate them into my business planning growth. So gotta rewind a little bit here. I owe some of you who have been amazing and watching and following me an apology. I am promising you guys that I will figure out how to, like, either simulcast these videos, because a lot of you saw me while we were away and mentioned that you missed the live stream. So yes, I have moved from Facebook to YouTube, and many of you were able to migrate with me, which I appreciate and I love you guys for. But there were a couple of people who were like, "What happened to your live streams on Facebook? We haven't been seeing your videos." And I have not been resharing my videos to Facebook. I just keep forgetting, because after you stream on YouTube, YouTube takes a while to um, basically upload the video. And sometimes I might want to cut off the beginning and the end where I'm waiting for you guys to come on, and I'm just like, hanging around. So sometimes I do a little bit of trimming to the videos, and that takes another amount of time. And usually by the next day, I'm just like, yeah, public. Just make it public and move on. But I will do better. I am either going to find a way to live stream or I'm going to find a way to post these videos. So if you are watching, if you're here, of course, you've been able to find it, which is awesome. But if you're watching and you found this helpful, please share on your page or in the groups, to let other people know. Help me out here. I appreciate it, because a lot of people were like, "What happened to you? We can't find your videos anymore." I'm still here. And I hope many of you will now be able to find me. So we're gonna do some more promo for the video so that everyone can, so we can keep in touch and not have to worry about the technology aspect. That's my job. I don't want you guys worrying about that. So bit of a disclaimer. So all right, why don't we go ahead and just dive in. So this week, I am not going to do a win for the week, because all of this that I'm about to share with you is one massive win for me. Just being able to be at Repfest, to be in the atmosphere, to learn and grow, and to even have takeaways. I don't know if I mean, I've done conferences before for, other activities and other events where I've just kind of left like, oh yeah, that was great. Fun. It was kind of cool. Not like, wow, that was amazing. And so anytime I'm at an event where I can leave feeling re-energized, that in and of itself, it just makes it worth it. The energy that you come back with from RepFest, after being able to brainstorm and talk to people and be encouraged by your brothers and sisters in Avon, there are so many little golden nuggets that were shared, just like over drinks or over dinner or on the dance floor even. So the whole atmosphere was just really productive for me, and I felt like my batteries were recharged. So if once a year it's the time where I plug myself back into the wall and get a power boost, then totally worth it. So I'm going to be sharing, like, all of the things that I'm going to be sharing with you today count as my wins for the week, but I still want you guys to share your wins for the week in the chat box. So the things that you've done, the things you've accomplished, the things that you've planned to do and set out to do that you've actually been doing, share them in the chat box. You never know, but just in having done something yourself, you could be encouraging someone else, and that is what it's all about. That's what we are all about here. The teamwork, encouraging each other, motivating, and inspiring one another. So far, Cheryl Penn says she's got me live again. But she's in Kelly and she's driving, so she could only listen. Awesome, Cheryl. Thank you for being able to, even if it's listen to us, thank you for joining us. And you were even able to get a text in, which is awesome. And I thank you for that. I do need to share this to my personal, not my personal, but our Ants team page. So thank you guys for sharing. Thank you for posting in the chat box. But keep going. Keep sharing your wins. I want to know what you guys were up to. If you guys saw the videos, I know that Avon was live streaming, which was really great because it helped me to save my phone battery, which was basically dead by like 10 a.m. between the pictures, the selfies, the recordings, text messaging each other, trying to catch up with people. So I appreciate that. So if you haven't already, be sure to tune over to the Avon USA representatives page so that you can check out, they streamed, I think, every day. So you can pick up the live streams on that. Also check out other representatives page, because the images, the photos that they're sharing, their wins and their takeaways, you might find something from someone else that was an aha moment for them, but may not have been an aha moment for me, or maybe just something that I wasn't able to talk about in our short time frame. But I always say get plugged in. Now is the time when you want to get plugged in, especially if you missed it. Go back, watch, read. Avon has already started sending out some emails with the info, so even if you weren't there, you were able to watch and learn about a lot of the things that are happening. And even if you weren't able to watch yet, check your email. Make sure that you're subscribed to the youravon.com emails and actually read them, because there is such good information in there. Avon is doing so much to put the proper tools in our hands. it's just, mind blowing, the amount of energy and effort they put into their representatives. And on that note, why don't we just dive right in? I'm going to skip ahead a couple of campaigns and I will come back to this because I'm going to be doing some like more campaign planning with you guys, but I kind of want to just skip ahead to campaign 19. So we were all talking about what this big surprise could be that Avon had for us a few weeks ago. Turns out the big surprise that Avon has for us is us. They're just so, I feel like, I'm not in here, but I feel like Avon is like the proud parents who's putting their kids, their family on the showcase. So campaign 19 is all about us representatives. All of the models in the brochure are reps. They've got representative stories, representative feedback, representative images all over the brochure. And I don't know about you, but seeing my Avon brothers and sisters in this catalog just warms my heart because I know, like, I do feel like Avon, Scott and Betty are like my Avon parents, and they're just proud of all of their kids. And these are my brothers and sisters that they're showing off in like a photo album of our family. So I am super excited about this book, and I think that our customers are going to be excited to see, this is the company that believes in its representatives. You don't get this in any other company. I mean, rarely, usually they hire models, and Avon doesn't. They hire us representatives. So their comment was no models, just role models, and all of these are leaders in the business. Real representative. Like, if you guys watched Project Runway earlier this season, Avon was the makeup artist, the makeup provider for Project Runway. But there's this moment where one of the contestants um, sees the model step off of the bus and she's like, a real woman. I open this book and I'm like, real people. And it feels good because a lot of these people are people that I've met and had a chance to talk to. So it just makes it that much more real to me. And if you don't know any of these people, then it's time for you to come out to a Rep Fest so that you can get a chance to meet and connect with these people as well, because they're all inspiring. They have such inspiring stories. And it was a pleasure to hear from them. And it just warms my heart to see them. Like, mi familia. This is them in the Avon catalog. So campaign 19, be sure to order a bunch of campaign 19. This is going to be a really great recruiting tool for you, because how many of us are in jobs where we don't get the recognition, where we don't, we go in, we do the work, we punch in, we clock out. We talk about this all the time, not getting the fulfillment that you're looking for in your day job. Reach out to the people that you know who have been complaining about being passed over for a promotion at work, or who feel like they're in a dead end job, who feel like they're just checking in and checking out and not really getting any feedback. Show them this is the company that cares about its representatives. So for me, I'm going to be talking these up. Like, I know these people. I've seen these representatives before. These are real representatives. And I'm going to be sharing this with people when I'm recruiting. I'm going to be pointing it out to my customers like, oh, by the way, those models that you're going to be seeing in your campaign 19 catalog, those are real reps. This is the company. When you buy your Avon products, you are supporting not just some bigwig CEO in some $1 million office with a view of the river or the Manhattan skyline. You are supporting real representatives and real people. So this brochure in and of itself, for me, it's a personal reminder that this is what you're working for. When I go out each day and I'm, trying to practice my power, my 5x5, talking to 5 people a day, 5 days a week, when I'm trying to find new customers or trying to find new teammates. Hey, Anitra, this is what it's about for me. Empowering other men and women who are just like me, who have their own expenses, their own personal experiences, their own hardships, who have overcome their trials and difficulties and found support and encouragement in this business. It's also going to be a tool to show people this is a company that cares about its representatives. um, we are a real Avon family. Also, side note, the Avon fashion in here is off the hook. Had the opportunity to see a lot of it in person, live in living color at Rep Fest, and it's pretty beautiful stuff. So we're excited about campaign 19 for a multitude of reasons, and Avon was right. You are going to want to order multiples of this brochure, not just because of our representatives being featured on it, but because of the talking points. This is an opportunity, a conversation starter, that you can use to spark interest with your customers, your potential teammates. Also, though, one of the other things that I heard at Repfest, a lot of representatives shared that we always say your brochure is your tool, and maybe I don't say it enough on this call. So your brochure is your store. It is your main business tool. But the more brochures you get out there, the more you're promoting your business. Slap your contact information on these brochures and put them out in the world. The more of these brochures that are circulating with your name and your contact information on it, the more opportunity people have to find you. Do brochure tossing, put them in laundromats and beauty salons and all around your neighborhood. I'm not I'm not excited and I'm not so much frustrated, but it's always a little odd to me when I'm out in the field and people are like, yeah, Avon's still around. Yeah, we are, but why do you feel like we're not still around? Because you haven't seen a brochure. You haven't seen Avon representatives. You haven't seen people wearing their Avon paraphernalia, sharing brochures, talking about Avon, because the conversation isn't there. But guess whose job it is to do that promotion and make sure that that conversation is happening? It's our job as the representatives. We are the boots in the street, the feet on the ground. I don't remember the terminology, but we're the Avon army. We're the Avon army of women and a few good men. It's our job to promote, but we need to be out there. We need to be rocking our Avon swag. We need to be talking about the product on social media, which, by the way, is also going to be getting a really great jump, a awesome spike due to and special thanks to Avon Social and the brains of Multibrain. But we need to have those conversations with people. There's I can't think of anybody who knows me who doesn't know that I'm an Avon representative. I wear the Avon fashion, I wear the Avon jewelry, and I talk a lot about Avon because I eat, sleep, and dream about Avon. This is the business that I love. I love my teammates. I love my customers. I talk about it a lot, sometimes to the point where my friends are like, so what else is new? And I'm like, Avon, 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 Avon. Just came back from an Avon trip, excited about some new Avon fashion. Just got off the phone with my Avon friend, going away this weekend to see an Avon thing. I'm so exhausted because I've been doing Avon events, but it's up to us to share that. So order more brochures, get your brochures out there. It's going to be a great opportunity for you to share your business. Plus, let me fast forward a little bit if I could find this guy. August, everything's so bent and crumpled from my suitcase. It's all about you, baby. And I'm an August baby. I was born in August, so I'm like, what better month to treat our representatives? That I feel like it's like Oprah just opened up the doors and said, hey, Georgiana, for your birthday, I'm giving you free a new gold mask, $400 in jewelry, Avon branded phone accessories, Avon banners, Avon free products. And I'm looking at August and I'm like, wow, Avon is celebrating my birthday for the entire month. I know, I'm fat headed. I'm a Leo, leave me alone. But Avon, August is just going to be a great month for Avon. So you are going to want to get your brochures out there because you're going to be able to talk up the brochure. You're going to be able to talk up all that Avon is doing. Avon is doing such great things for its representatives. They are giving away iPads, MacBook Airs, drawings for $100 in Avon cash, yoga mats. So promotional tools, jewelry, free product, all kinds of items are going to be given away during the month of August. So you're going to want to be in it to win it. And they're asking you to do things. You guys always say, the sales leaders are like, oh, why are all the incentives for leaders? The recruiting and mentors, they will look and see activities, events that Avon is doing and say, oh, why do I have to, you only have to be a top seller to get there. People you'll meet in the field, they'll say, oh, well, yeah, I would do Avon, but I don't want to because you got to be in the top 3% before you can ever earn anything. Excuse me, guys. That is out the window. Because what do you have to do to raffle into a jewelry, earn a ticket into a jewelry raffle? Post a photo wearing Avon fashion. What do you have to do to be featured in the What's New? Post a picture and tag 3 of your friends. So all of that stuff that people used to say, a lot of stuff that people used to say, Avon is saying, you know what, we're tired of you saying that. We're about to put your foot in your mouth. And I love that. I am all for it because I always felt like the more you know, the better chance you have of overcoming objections. And a lot of times people will say stuff like, oh, well, I'm not a top seller, so I will never benefit from being an Avon representative. Or I don't want to get into leadership, so I will never earn the trips. Lies. You can earn tons of amazing stuff just by participating. So for the people who are interested in getting started with the Avon business and making extra money, they can get started. Like brand new representative. There's no requirement on any of these. None of this stuff says must be selling Avon for 15 years or 10 years. I've heard people tell me that, oh, you'll never succeed unless you're doing it for 15 or 20 years before you even get anything. None of this says that you need to be a sales representative. None of this says that you need to be a leadership representative. This is just Avon's way of saying all of your reps, we love you. We want to do stuff for you. We're doing giveaways. We're going to give you some stuff. Whether you're brand new or I don't like to say old, more experienced, there's something here that you can earn, but you need to participate. So I am excited about August. I have like 2 reasons. I actually have a lot of reasons to be excited about August because Avon is also doing a leadership development seminar for its bronze leaders, for bronze leaders to gold leaders. So I'm excited to go to that, and they're paying for it. It's all expenses paid, another all expense paid trip. I had the privilege and the honor of being chosen for, so I'll be doing that. It's my birthday, and Avon is doing all of this stuff for its representatives. So not only do I get to celebrate my own successes, but I get to celebrate with all of my Avon brothers and sisters. And I'm actually looking forward to celebrating with new representatives because they're going to be able to participate in this stuff too. So August is going to be like, if there's any time where you want to be talking about Avon, now is the time. Laminate this, copy it, Photoshop it, shrink it down, put it in your wallet, do whatever with it, but talk this up because how many companies do you know that are just giving away product for an entire month just for the sake of giving away product for an entire month? And Avon is doing double dollars. So not just August, because campaign 22 through campaign 26 don't fall in August, but in August, Avon is giving away freebies in campaign 22 to 26. So the fall, also the height of our selling season. So you want to get in now in August to prepare for fall because Avon is doing double dollars. So you could come in and you can earn, you can work your way up to President's Club. You could earn as a President's Recognition Program member, the points that you earn. Matter of fact, for all representatives, the points that you earn, you can redeem for other stuff. So you get to President's Club, it's more opportunities to earn. Avon is doing this for all representatives. Anitra says that she's excited about Avon Appreciation Month. We should all be excited. Like, this should be the thing that we're talking about for like forever and ever. And I was looking for this flyer when I came across double dollars. Also, in campaign 20 to 24, Avon is raking in the cash. I don't know why, but every time I read rake in the cash, I hear it in like Molly Bibbs' voice, like, they're raking in the cash, baby. And I can hear the excitement. But Avon is giving away cash prizes, $150,000 in cash prizes. You earn entries for increasing your average, for each pack of brochures that you order. Plus, you can earn for your sales increase. So again, Avon said we're doing this really great thing with the brochures. We know you're going to be excited about it. We want you to promote. We want you to start talking up Avon. But that's not all. We're going to be rewarding you. I don't know, every time, I said this last year, every time I go to a Repfest and I'm like, yeah, last year was great. You can't top that. New Avon comes through and says, yeah, last year was great, but we're going to top that. We accept your challenge. Challenge accepted. We're going to top it. They said, look, entries for each pack of brochures you order above and beyond what you ordered in 18. So we're going to want to order 19 brochures because of look who's on the cover, look who's featured in here, us, the representatives. They're still going to reward us for that. So it's like, okay, great. We're going to give you guys as models. That's our gift to you. But that's not it. But wait, there's more. More drawings, raffle entries, $150,000 in cash, plus a necklace. But wait, there's more. You get cash, you get a necklace, you get raffle entries, you get double dollars in campaign 19. Well, if you were at Repfest, you get double dollars in 19. So more reasons to get our brochures out there. I want to see brochures like raining from the sky these next few months. There's no reason for us to not be promoting. You'll get more customers. You'll have the potential to find new teammates. You'll get raffle entries into a cash prize. You could earn this beautiful I think it's an oak tree necklace. I was like, jewelry, I don't care what it is, just give it to me. And you're gonna get double dollars if you attended Repfest. So you'll get even closer towards your goal. So for me, I am looking at all of this stuff. This year, I've just been watching Avon pile on the layers. They don't just say, okay, we're going to do this here. They're like, we're going to do this, and we're going to tie it into this, and we're going to connect it into this, and on top of that, we're going to give you this. And I don't know about you guys, but you guys know me. I'm a foodie. I love a layer cake. The more, the merrier. Pile it on. I could take it. If I can't, I will find somewhere to put it. And like right now, what is happening? It's just layers and layers and layers and layers of stuff. You would be crazy to not get in on all of this stuff. If you are just watching this and kind of like, oh yeah, that's great. Ho hum. I don't know. You taking a Spiro metabolism boost. Something is wrong here. You need to pick it up. Now is the time to pick it up. And again, campaign 20, what is this? Campaign 22 through 26, campaign 20 to 24, that's fall. That is the height of the holiday season. So we're selling for Thanksgiving, we're selling for Christmas, we're selling for New Year's. Most of the sales throughout the year, I think, for me and my team at least, happen in the fall through winter. So Avon didn't say, okay, we're going to take some obscure time of the year to give you the opportunity to win all of this stuff. They're setting you up for success. They're like, we know you do well during this time of year. We know customers are looking for Avon products for gifts and home decor and, for, just to make themselves look beautiful for their holiday events that they have coming up. They know this. They're saying, look, guys, we know the customers are looking. We know you want to have sales. So we are going to give you even more motivation. What motivates people like cash? We're going to give you more motivation to do the things you need. And even if you're not a person who's motivated by cash, maybe you're motivated by jewelry. Maybe you're motivated by, recognition in earning stuff. So I'm motivated by all of the above. So that's that. So now is the time to do all of that. Plus, we've got a little sneak preview of some of the things that are coming out. I put in my orders, but Avon is coming out with a brand new fragrance called Velvet. So they've got a fragrance bundle. This was an exclusive bundle that was offered to representatives at Repfest. But guys, Avon, there's going to be another sort of bundle coming out, but something that you can use to increase your sales. So stock up on samples. Do the stock up. One of the tips that was shared multiple times, I actually heard it from multiple people multiple times at conference, was to have your full-size bottles on hand. Because when a customer tries the bottle, how many of you, is anybody else out there a bottle collector? Anyone else collect like perfume bottles? I know I do. I just like the way they look. Luck, Passion, those were some of my favorite perfume bottles. So I get a perfume bottle, the weight of the bottle, the way it reflects the light, it's really an experience of holding the bottle and spraying it. Passion was a heavy fragrance. That bottle was weighted. Whenever I picked it up, I felt like I was holding a gem. Luck had that really nice, like, sort of reminded me of a quilt, that quilted look. So that texture, just feeling it, the cute little bow on top, whenever I picked it up, I felt like a fancy little girly girl. So there's something to be said about the bottles of, you know, these perfume bottles. And Avon package designers and marketing, I'm pretty sure they all get into designing these bottles. So when Avon comes out with these stock ups, you want to get at least, I recommend at least level one, so that you have a bottle in hand. You get whatever freebies they're offering to help you promote your sales. In this case, you're getting some free samples. So those are things that you can use to share the opportunity, the product. But make sure that you have at least one bottle in your hand. Even if you don't do the stock up, order one for yourself. And as you go and visit your customers, you can, you know, let them use it, let them spray it. You can put it on your desk at work. I had someone I knew who used to keep the lotions and you know, a little basket with perfumes on her desk. For some reason, nobody ever has lotion, but they knew she always had, so they would come to her desk and use her lotions. When they used her lotions, they liked them, they would end up buying them just from her having products sitting on her desk. So don't sleep on that. We also have great holiday stuff. I mean, like, great holiday stuff. I'm not. Last year, I feel like Avon brought it, like, really brought it with holiday, and I was really excited about that. And I feel like they're bringing it again. They have a wide variety of, I'm like, which one of these things do I have multiples of? Yeah, these are different. They've got a whole slew of different products. So for those of you, your customers are into makeup, we've got makeup bundles. For those of you whose customers are into like these little villages, Kimberly, if you're out there, holiday villages, Kimberly puts on a beautiful, like, huge village display. Kimberly's a part of my team. Beautiful. Now she's got some more villages, and I've got customers who always ask me for train sets and villages and all of these things. So you've got that. Um, you always want your house to smell good for the holidays. I always want my house to smell like food, regardless of what it is. So you've got a little bit of that too. So again, just equipping us with the tools that we need to promote and increase our customer base. So I actually ordered all of these bundles. I'm going to work with my team to see if I could plan an open house so that we can invite our teammates, so that we can invite our customers, because I want my team. I always feel that when you see the products up close and personal, you experience it differently. It looks different when, you know, when the jewelry catches the light. I like this necklace is a perfect example. All the little facets just catch the light so beautifully, and you don't really get that in the booklet. So I always find that when customers and people see the products up front, they like it better. Some people are impulse shoppers. They want to, if they see it, they'll get it. Some people are a little leery about shopping from the catalog, but if they see it, whether it fits, be it something that I'm wearing or something that I put on display, sometimes they just need to see it, to touch it, to feel it. Like for me, when Avon's signature collection kind of stepped its game up a few years ago, if you look in the catalog, it's like, okay, great, fashion, it's clothes, whatever. But when I started ordering for myself and wearing it myself and really feeling the weight of the fabric and you know, getting to touch it, I was like, wow, Avon signature collection. Like, forget, I mean, I have clothing from Avon that I feel, it like feels to me better than stuff that I've gotten from J. Crew and Nordstrom. And I've kind of just said sayonara to those guys, because I'm like, Avon is making better stuff than you guys, and for a better price. So that came from me seeing and experiencing it myself. So I got a couple of these bundles. I'm going to be using them for, I'm going to try to plan an event for my, like I said, for my team, my customers to come and experience it, to allow them to just kind of see the products for themselves. Also as a coaching opportunity for my teammates to see, you know, what you can do with just a few products. So we're going to work together on that. If you guys are watching, code word to my team is going to be holiday. If my teammates, if you're watching, then we're going to be planning some holiday stuff, and we're going to be putting some stuff together with these things. So that's on its way in. Oh, and so these winter magic items, they're going to be coming out in campaign 22. These little the houses and the toys and things like that. I'm also holding another product, but I'll get to that in a minute. And the jewelry and stuff is going to be coming out in, oh, also in campaign 22. So most of these like home decor and jewelry items are coming out in campaign 22. The Velvet fragrance is going to be coming out in, oh, it's Spanish. In campaign. How do I not have a campaign? Ah, okay. We're going to start getting it in campaign 20 and 21. So all of these things, like I said, overlap with the other incentives that Avon is offering for us. So the double dollars and all of that sort of overlap. So, oh, Anitra. Okay. I hope we have to figure out a way. If anybody knows, Anitra was saying she forgot to hand in her commitments. Is there another way that you can send in these commitments for the reps who were at Repfest, who didn't hand the commitment in at the moment? If you're watching this and you know the answer, please let us know so that Anitra can know. But Anitra, there will be other bundles that are available in the What's New. So even if you have missed it, you will be able to get something. And knowing Avon, it's still going to be a pretty decent sized bundle. They might mix it up a little bit, maybe offer different awards or prizes. But they are saying that, yeah, there will be bundles in campaign 20 and 21. So there's going to be another bundle. So if you haven't completely missed it, okay? The boat hasn't rolled out without you. All right. So also coming in campaign 20, Avon is launching a brand new skincare line. And what I love about Hydrofusion, I've actually been using it. I did want to show you all of these products. So I have been using Hydrofusion, and I actually, it's in my bathroom because I've been using it. So at Repfest, we got some information cards, we got some samples, and we were able to do the stock up bundle. So this is a brand new line that Avon is coming out with. And what I like about this line is that even though it's the new line, it's sort of geared towards a different market. It's not just, anti-aging, anti-wrinkle, firming, lifting, smoothing. It's also moisturizing. So for people with dry skin, and for, like, I want to say younger people, but there are older people who have amazing skin too. But for people with more lighter, more moderate signs of aging, who are more in a preventative stage. So again, this is an entirely new demographic that we can reach out to. So for me, with this a new Hydrofusion, I am going to be reaching out to my customers who have dry skin. But also one thing that I learned, which is one of the reasons that I love to go to these Avon events where you get to speak to the specialists and the experts for these products. I was at the Products Expo. I've taken the skincare class. I read the What's News. I know the Avon products for the most part, but I have oily skin. Always have, always probably will. And I've learned to accept it because studies have shown that people with oily skin tend to look younger longer because the oil sort of acts as a serum. But the thing that I found while I was at Repfest, while I was talking to the ladies at the booth, I forgot her name. I think her name was Mo, but she was the Avon associate. I was kind of like, oh yeah, well, I'm oily, so I've got moisture covered. I was like, how do you pair these things in with the other serums, like a new vitamin C serum, the power serum? If I have a customer who is using those products, how do I help her pair these in? So the answer to my question was the Hydrofusion is lighter. And I wish I had it with you, but again, I've been using it, so it's in my bathroom. But the Hydrofusion is so much lighter than those other serums that this would go on first. So that was the answer to my question. But Mo also said, but by the way, don't feel like, just because you have oily skin that you don't have to worry about moisture. And she was saying to me that a lot of times your skin will produce even more oil because it's dry. And I kind of knew that, but I just thought, yeah, well, I use my new Reversalist in the mornings. This is enough for my moisture. I put some vitamin C serum in the areas where I have hyperpigmentation. I just, make sure I add some sunblock to it. But she said, well, yeah, but if you could provide extra moisture, then your skin doesn't need to have on, produce as much oil as it does. So I've actually found, and you could probably tell now because I'm kind of oily. So here in my T-zone, my forehead, my cheeks, that's where I tend to be oiliest the most. And I blot before I get on every one of these calls. and by the end of the call, I am on high beams. But so my T-zone is the area where I have oily, really oily skin, but this area, this bottom half of my face down here, is actually kind of dry. So really, it's oily, but it's also sort of a combination skin. So I thought, I'll just put some hydrofusion down in this area. This is where, for the most part, I use that vitamin C serum because I like the way when I use the vitamin C serum, it helps my makeup go on more evenly because now I don't have dry and then super oily. It kind of evens out. And I did find that when I started using the vitamin C serum that I wasn't making any more oil than I normally do, which was great. But now I'm going to be adding this hydrofusion. I told you I've been using it, which is why I don't have it. It's in the bathroom. I'm going to be adding this hydrofusion into my skincare regimen because of that extra moisture that it provides. So for those of you who don't know, should I pop open this bad boy? I'm not going to get into detail about it because you should all watch the Avon USA representatives page video and do your research. But one of the things that was great about the hydrofusion is that it increases your moisture. It basically doubles your moisture, and it gives you 72 hours worth of hydration. So how many of us get up in the morning, we wash our face, we put on a moisturizer, and then by the end of the day, we're dry, or our skin is like mine, uneven. This part of my face is normal, this part of my face is oily. This gives you that extra hydration all day long. And fellow Avon representative Lydia Osolinsky pointed out that, when you're wearing your makeup and then throughout the day it starts to just get either cakey or lumpy, or it just doesn't look as fresh as when you first put it on. You can use the hydrofusion products. I believe the one that she recommended was the serum. You can use it during the day to kind of just pat it and splash it on to revive your makeup. So I thought that was great because I hate that when the end of the day comes and my makeup is doing all kinds of weird things. So there's that. The other market that you can target with this that I will also be talking to are people like me. I don't really like, I do the Avon face mask, but the other day I shared, I'm glad I wasn't recording this, but sometimes I'll use the gold mask, but I don't really have time to put it on and sit and wait for it. Usually I put it on while I'm doing other things, but one day, a couple of weeks ago, either last week or the week before, I decided that I wanted to do my gold mask in the morning. It didn't dry in the time that I thought it would. And, I wanted to do it properly, but I thought I had more time in the morning than I did. By the time I looked at the clock, I had, not as much time to go. So I decided I was going to do my eye makeup while the rest of the mask was setting, and then I would peel off that mask and do my foundation. One of these days I'll do a video for you guys. I almost walked out of the house with my gold mask on. Thankfully, my mom caught me and I was able to rectify that mistake. But I think that the hydrofusion mask is also the in-shower mask is going to be great for people like me, people like you guys who have a lot on your plate. You're doing a lot. You don't necessarily have that, spa moment with the cucumbers and the mud mask on your face waiting for it to dry all the time. Some of us just want to slap a mask on in the shower and just be on our way. So for the people who are, with moderate signs of aging, the people with dry skin, and the people like me who are just like, I got time for that, but I still want the benefits of doing a mask. This would be something that's great for them. So keep that in mind when you're talking to people. Another key takeaway that I got from Repfest was just the importance of listening to your the people around you, not just your customers, but also listening to your customers and really being intentional about providing a service. I get people all the time when I'm sharing the opportunity say to me that, oh, I can't sell anything. Like some people can sell sand in a desert. I was never one of those people. But don't feel like that because you're not like the typical salesperson that you can't sell this product. Because really what it is and what we are as representatives is that we're people who connect a need to the solution. We have people, if you're hearing people talk about, being on the go all the time and not having the time to pamper their skin the way that they would like to, then, you could share the hydration mask, which instantly locks in moisture. great for a morning ritual to energize and rehydrate skin. So people who are maybe waking up with their skin looking a little sallow, maybe again like me, they're not getting as much sleep as they should be. You know, this is a great way, quick in the morning in the shower. It's no rinse. So you put it on. If you forget it, you know, it's not like a mask where you have to remember to take it off because you don't want to walk outside with your mask on. You put it on and you leave it and you're good to go. For the in shower mask, the depuffing eye serum, depuffing says it all. Powerful lightweight face serum, lightweight people who have oily skin, acne skin, and all of these products, I'm pretty sure because it's Avon, is made with, it's probably hyperallergenic, and more likely than not, they've already said that it's made with, the key products in it are from raspberries. So we're already talking natural. So this is going to be a great product for, I've just shared three key people with you. Listen to conversations, listen to what people are saying, listen to their complaints, listen to what their life is like, what their schedule is like, if they're telling you they're busy, if they're, it's not always just someone coming to you and saying, what do you have for eye puffiness, or what do you have as a mask that I can use in the shower and I'm on the go. Like, most people don't always come up to you and say that. A lot of times it's just, hearing someone's conversation, or if you're not hearing them talk about it, you asking the questions like, hey, if there was one thing you could change about your skin, what would it be? Or, what do you love the most about your skin? Usually people are quicker to tell you what they don't like than than to tell you what they do like. So even if you ask them, what is it that you love the most about your skin, they'll still tell you what they hate about their skin, just trying to narrow it down before they get the thing that they love the most. So, strike up conversations, ask questions, and listen. I always hear people say we have one mouth and two ears because we're supposed to be listening twice as much as we speak. So that's something that we want to put into practice, and something that I want to be putting into practice as well. So there's that. I'm just taking all of this stuff out of my bag. Oh, we also have the new unlimited lashes that's coming out. I mean, what woman doesn't want more fuller, longer, more beautiful looking lashes? And again, another item that's in my bathroom because I've already been using it. For me, what I'm going to be doing with the unlimited lashes, I've already started doing it. You're not going to be able to see any change here, but um, 2 days ago, so last night was my second night, I started using it on just one eye because I want to show in real time, so to speak, the difference and the results of using this product. So um, it's basically like a eyeliner, like liquid liner. You pull out the brush, you're supposed to swipe it on both, but what I'm doing, I'm just going to be putting it on one eyelash. I'm going to be sharing the progress as we go along so that my customers can see, I could say, this is the eye where, these are my eyelashes as they are. This is, how I was born, eyelashes. And this is the side where I've been using my serum so that you can see the results without me having to do like those time lapse photos, which I probably will still do, but sometimes just looking and having, being able to compare, to do a side by side, so to speak, instead of me taking a picture of, this is me in the beginning and then waiting a few weeks and saying, okay, this is me, and then having to upload those two pictures for people to look at. I want them to be able to look at me and just see the difference off the bat. So what I will be doing to promote the a new clinical unlimited lashes is just testing it on one eye. Now, I'm not saying you all have to do this because I know they're going to be a couple of weeks, so I'm just walking around looking crazy, looking like, I've got butterflies on this lash and my regular lashes on this side. But I just want to do it to emphasize to my customer that this works. Other representatives have been using it and they've been sharing their results. So I want to encourage all of you, however you do it, even if you're doing the time lapse where you're taking, this is me before I started, this is me 1 week in, this is me 2 weeks in. Take those photos, post them on social media, get the conversation going. Or if you want to try the craziness that I'm going to try, where you're doing it on one eyelash, one side of your face, that is great too. But the key thing here is to get the conversation going, to share it on social media, to talk about it with your friends and family. My glasses hopefully are coming off soon because I finally remembered to order contacts. So, the key is going to be to have that conversation. So next up, did you guys see these sunglasses that Avon gave out? Side note, just I'm totally off topic right now, but when we're having that conversation about lashes and we're, you're out in the field for the representatives who earn these sunnies, aren't these a great conversation starter? Like, I can't wait for my contacts so I can actually wear these things. They're not there's a lens in there, but it's not prescription, so I'll be able to wear my contacts when I'm out in the field. But talk about a conversation starter. I am just gonna walk around in these bad boys, and when people ask me what the heck I'm doing, it might be a great segue into unlimited lashes. It might be a great segue into lash, our new love mascara, which is MIA. Let's see if I can find it. Um, I haven't even taken the mascara. I haven't started using yet because I just want to use. I was just using the serum, but our new mascara is called Avon Love at First Lash mascara. New mascara coming out, so you can use your sunnies as a conversation starter about the mascara, whatever it is. So those are things that I'm going to be working on. And I know I said I had like 3 things I was going to share with you guys, and I've been sharing a little bit more, but it is what it is. As long as we have time, I'm going to talk. If, take whatever tips you guys find from what I'm telling you, and, find what works for you. You don't have to do all of them. Pick a couple that you like, that work, and just make it work for you. Also, coming up next year, Avon has announced that our Repfest for next year is going to be in New Orleans. So we've got all of these like cute little beads. I should just throw a couple on. But New Orleans is famous for its beads. Hopefully, we're not going to be getting the beads in the traditional way, but this is a great way to share again your business and the company, whether it's amongst your teams. I think I'm going to be doing a giveaway for some beads, sending a couple of ladies and gentlemen some beads to encourage them to come out to Repfest next year, because when you go and you're encouraged, you come back, you have that passion and that fire, you work your business, you move further, you get more stuff done. So for me, I'm going to be using the beads that I collected as incentives, little prizes and awards for my team, as reminders to start saving from now. So you guys know me. I am big on Repfest, can't you tell? But I'm also big on budgeting and being financially responsible and planning. So now I've just come back from Repfest. I've got a fund going for New Orleans already, and I'm just going to continue to keep putting money into that fund so that when next year rolls around, I have money kind of saved up. I don't like to wait until the week before to figure out if I can or cannot go to Repfest. It's already in my calendar. I will be telling my boss, my daytime boss, that I will be gone for those few days for Repfest next year. God willing, if I can make it, I want to be there. But that's kind of how you set priorities in your life. If you really want to be at Repfest, start planning from now. Don't, if and but and hem and haw and wait for 2 days before Repfest to decide on whether or not you want to go, because the airfare is going to be more expensive, the hotel is going to be more expensive, and you're probably going to end up paying a premium for your registration. So, especially if you're money conscious, which I encourage everyone to be, whether you have it or not, I think it's just a good idea. I mean, why waste money? That's money you could spend on shoes or clothing, more Avon, that you can reinvest in your business. Why waste it if you don't have to? Just by pre-registering for these conferences, pre-booking your flight and your hotel, you could save a ton of money. So start saving from now. Even if you're putting away $30 a campaign, $50 a campaign, $100 a campaign, whatever it is, start putting something away now so that when next year rolls around, because really and truly we start registration, I think this year. When did we start registration? Like February or March? You actually start registering ahead of time. So you want to make sure that you have some cash in hand that you could put towards those things, as opposed to putting on a credit card where you're going to have to pay interest and all of that. That's money that you could be putting back in your business. So be good financial stewards. Get a money jar going. Get your bank account going. I have an app on my phone that helps me delegate the money I get my paycheck, I get my leadership bonus from Avon, I put that money into a separate bank account where I can see it and I know it's there, but I don't have access to it for spending. And that is my travel money. That's my Repfest money. That will cover my food, my flight, my hotel, if I don't earn it from Avon, which I always try to, even if I've paid for it already. And little amenities, little gifts and things that I'll be using. So these are going to be your reminder to start saving for Repfest from now. Make it a priority. Put it in your calendar now that next year you're going to be in New Orleans with us. And if you came with us this year, start sharing your excitement with other people. Bring a friend because it's so much more fun with friends. And there was one more thing that I wanted to share with you that I cannot remember what it is right now. Oh, my last takeaway. So I don't have a prop. I don't have any stuff to share my final takeaway with you guys. But one huge thing for me this year at RedFest, it's probably not going to be a surprise to you because it is just so basic. But for some reason, it really stood out to me this year. But it was the importance of getting back to that one-on-one contact, getting back in touch with people on a person-to-person level. You guys know me, I'm big on tech, I'm big on technology, emailing, text messaging, Facebook, and I found myself kind of stepping back and out of and away from people and having it become the screen. Even my trainings, we're doing these live videos, but I'm not really meeting with people. And I realized this year, probably over the course of the last maybe year or two, I've sort of moved in that direction. And this is me just like being honest with you guys. You guys are going to be my accountability partners for this as well. But my team, if you're watching, hashtag holiday, remember, my team, if you're watching, um, for our events and stuff as well, keep me accountable. But I realized when I was at RepFest that I really need to sort of get back to basics. There was something that Yvonne Cabrera said. She said, where are my notes? It was good, and I wrote it down. The higher the effort, the higher the value. So when you put out a Facebook post, and this is for everyone, regardless of whether you're a sales leader or not. Even like when you're promoting your, like when we sign up people and you're a new representative, you're just getting started and we're encouraging you to promote your business. It is easy to just post this is my youravon.com/Georgiana. This is my website. Quick post to Facebook, quick tweet out to, all of the millions of Twitter users. It's easy to just put that out there. But what is it? It doesn't take much effort to do that. You type in your website, you post it, you're good to go. But the return isn't as high as when you do that person-to-person contact. So I want to encourage you all to think about how you're doing your contact and how you could kind of step up your contact. So even if you are sending out your email link, you're even if you're trying to encourage someone to shop your website, instead of just taking the generic youravon.com/your name and you want to send that, instead of taking that, get into your website, find some product, go back to your who do you know list. Constantly be making your who do you know list. Go back to your list of your contacts, your friends, your family, your coworkers. Find someone and really think about that person. Who are they? What do they like? What do they need? What is their life like? What is their schedule like? Who is in their family? And try to find a product for that person. Take that product and send to them either through Messenger or like even if we're doing this technology aspect in Messenger or in text, you can text them that specific product and take the time to write something about them. I know you love jewelry, and Avon's coming out with this really great necklace set. And when I saw it, I thought of you, and I thought you would like it because dot dot dot. Or when I saw this jewelry, I thought of you because you're dot dot dot. And I feel like we need to go back to having those conversations. We always talk about the millennials, how they can't have conversations and they can't make eye contact and they don't know how to have that belly to belly, face to face contact because it's all, just this. I do feel like we need to get back to that a little bit more. It does mean so much more when you have those one-on-one conversations. So take your messages from, I just joined Avon, here's my website, to I just joined Avon, my dear friend Julie, and I really think that you would like this product. Or my dear Julie, I think that you would be a great addition to our Avon family because you're such an amazing, friendly, warm person. I know you feel like you can't sell for beans, but you don't need to be a great salesperson. Your amazing attitude, your go getter mindset and focus will be a great asset to you. And I know you're saving up for the ballet lessons or the karate class or the swimming classes, whatever. We need to personalize things. And that was my coming out of Repfest. If I had to choose one big aha moment for myself, I think that's what it would be. Just being more personal with people, doing things more on a one on one. And I would even encourage us to go beyond getting that image and sending it out to a text message to having more one on one phone calls, just calling people for the sake of people, for the sake of calling. Earlier this year, I started doing something with my team called Follow Up Friday. It was an idea that I got from another business entrepreneur. I could probably do a whole other talk out of this. And if you guys want to hear more about it, let me know and I can. But I've been doing follow up Fridays with my team, and it's just been an opportunity for me to reach out to my teammates and say, hey, it's follow up Friday. How are things going? And just give them the opportunity to share what's happening in their business with me, and for me to share, anything that I think of that might be able to benefit them. And I've really seen it's had a good effect. I've been able to connect with my teammates again, and they've been able to hear from me. And some of them are people that I email constantly, and I think we've had this conversation earlier in the year. I was communicating. I wasn't communicating. I was just blasting out information, but I wasn't hearing any feedback. We weren't conversing. It wasn't a conversation. It was just me sending out information. So I'm trying to get back into having a dialogue with my team, and even those coffee events, those phone calls, they meant a lot. And I know how much they mean when you get to have some time. And even just being at Repfest, even though again we were at work, there were times where we went out for lunch, we sat down and had a cup of coffee. One day I sat down and I had lunch. I was sitting next to a complete stranger, and by the end of the day, we're friends. We're Facebook friends. We made a connection over just eating. And I don't even remember how the conversation started. It doesn't matter. But there were so many people like that where, just standing next to each other in line, being in that, occupying that same physical space allowed us to strike a conversation. But also for my teammates, I've got teammates in California, sometimes just being able to have a call with them, doing a video chat one on one, it really helps. So for me, one of my huge takeaways was that quote by Yvonne Carrera, um, higher effort, higher value. So I need to kind of take a step back and yes, I want to make my life easier by doing these mass texts and these mass videos, but I also need to realize that by taking the time to kind of drill down and focus in my efforts, the return on that investment is greater. And then for you guys, think about this when you're out in the field. For example, with brochure tossing. Brochure tossing, great way to get a lot of brochures out there. I love it. I toss all the time. But if you were to take that brochure and put it in the hands of someone and exchange contact information, talk to them, get to them, know their likes and know their family, you will build a stronger connection. So that's just one example of that concept from Yvonne, kind of put down into something that we can use. So I'm hoping that with my team and in my business, I'm going to be working on just making more high, maybe putting in more effort, but I'm going to be looking forward to getting a higher return on what I'm investing. A lot of us, I work full time. I know a lot of you guys too, and do too. And I know often you guys will ask, how do you manage your business? How do you balance all of that? And I don't want us to feel like we have to sacrifice that human person to person touch just because we're busy. But there are ways to maximize our time. I'm going to go back to doing my power hours. I'm going to go back to being more um, respectful. Donna Reed mentioned just, be, honoring people's time and helping empowering other people by giving them back their time. So I'm going to be more intentional about the time that I spend with people, what we're talking about, just maximizing it, but making that effort to connect so that I can get the most value from my business, and the people that I'm working with can get the most value as well, whether they're customers, teammates, or strangers. So those are my highlights. I don't even know how many of those are. I'll go back and watch the videos and count. But those are my highlights from Repfest. Those are my key takeaways, the things I'm looking forward to, the things that I'm excited about, the things that I just can't wait to drill down into. And I am looking forward to hearing. Don't just think that because I'm talking here that I don't want to hear from you guys. The chat box is open. And the comments box will be open even when this video is over. So as I always say, even if you're not watching live and you're coming back to watch later, talk to me in the chat box, talk to us, keep the conversation going. I want to hear what you guys are most excited about, what you're looking forward to, and how the things that you've learned, whether it's from being there at RepFest physically yourself or from watching the Avon lives, or hearing from other representatives like me as we share our takeaways, whatever it is that's impacted you, that's kind of sparked something in you, share it in the comments box below, because you never know how something that you kind of unpack can impact someone else. I'm pretty sure that when Yvonne was talking about this, maybe she didn't think one-on-one phone calls was such a huge thing, or maybe the person who gave her that idea didn't think it was such a huge thing. But for me, it was like, whoa, game changer. I need to go back to having one-on-one with people. So again, those are my key takeaways. Thank you guys so much for watching and participating and joining in the conversation. And again, I'm looking forward to hearing or reading your wins for the week and your key takeaways. So yes, Katie, we are going to Mexico. Oh my gosh, so much stuff happened in RepFest. I totally forgot. Mexico. Avon's next incentive, we did the cruise to, sorry, I'm confusing. I will always, dear Avon, please separate the incentives with to countries with different letters. So first was Bermuda, second was Bahamas. Next year we're going to be going to Mexico. So I want to be there. I know many of you want to be too. So let's start working and planning towards reaching that goal. I know I want to be there. So Avon is going. They're doing the trip to Maui, Hawaii, for the President's Recognition Program members. They're doing Mexico. Those are two huge trips that Avon has coming up that I'm excited about being a part of. That I'm looking forward to, hopefully getting to go. And Avon is just doing trips. They're sending us back to Ohio for training. They're going to have a leadership training for the executives and above in January. Then they have Maui. Then they have Mexico. There's a lot going on with this company. I mean, this is just like the sprinkles on the cupcake. There's actually meat on Avon's cupcakes. So I'm just so excited about everything that's happening in our company. I'm excited to be a part of this company at this moment in time. We've gone through the time where we're starting to see the change in response to our requests, and now I feel like we're really getting some momentum and starting to move forward. If you're watching this and you're not a representative, now is the time to join. If you're watching this and you were a representative and maybe your business has kind of been mediocre, it's time to step out of mediocre and step into freaking all of this. Just get it, girl. So hope you guys enjoyed our conversation and our discussion tonight. I hope you guys are excited and motivated, because if you're not, then again, just inject that coffee and get motivated and get excited. As Craig says, energy wins. So get that energy and win. And if you haven't already, please be sure to subscribe. Just click on my little face here in the corner. Subscribe so that whenever we have our Facebook Lives, you will be alerted and you won't have to jump me at RepFest to let me know that you missed the trainings. And I don't have to worry about you guys missing, because YouTube will remind you for us. So be sure to subscribe. Jump in on the next call. We will be back here next week, Tuesday at 8, same time, same place. And this video, I promise, I will post the replay to Facebook, but the replay will be up at least by tomorrow, the latest. So you will be able to rewatch or share with your friends and your teammates. So the video will be live on my YouTube channel as well. So if you missed it and you subscribe, you will still be able to go back to YouTube to watch. So thank you guys all for joining me. Thank you for an amazing RepFest. Shout out to all the representatives who were at RepFest. Special thanks to all the Avon corporate and associates who made it happen. we did see you guys working your butt off behind the scenes. Like, you know, it was like Christmas elves, but we did see that and we did appreciate it. So thank you, New Avon, for doing all of this stuff for us, for answering our questions, for responding to our questions, our requests, even bringing back classic fragrances. You know how long I've had customers who have been asking me for Avon to bring back fragrances, and Avon did. So I have customers to call to tell them that their favorite fragrances are back. All of that is just in response to us. You know, again, just this is the company that cares about and listens to its representatives and loves on us and honors us and recognizes us. Oh my gosh, guys, go back and watch the Avon USA representatives page, the recaps from Repfest when they were honoring the representatives. I love those parts. It moves my heart, and it was just so amazing to be a part of. So shout out to New Avon for all that you're doing. Shout out to all of the representatives who make it possible. And congratulations to all the representatives that are featured in Campaign 19. And don't feel like, okay, you're not featured, boo. Avon has started a new Instagram page just for Avon USA representatives. So check out the Instagram. You might just see some photos of yourself. So they're opening the recognition up to all of us. And they're also asking for, if I can find it, for your stories. So they're sharing our stories in, where are those cards? In the live talk that they're doing, in the podcast that they do. Those are real representatives sharing their stories. They're also looking for more reps to share their stories. I will just post a picture of the card online because I can't find anything. I'm not completely unpacked yet. I'm still in the process of unpacking, but share your stories. Oh, here it is. So follow Avon Instagram at Avon Insider. And then you could send direct messages to them, hello Avon, for a chance to win prizes worth $500. Um, and share your Avon story with Avon Public Relations at AvonUSA.com. So they are looking to recognize even more representatives. So if you haven't, send your stories to Avon. Who knows? You might be the next representative featured. And it is a good feeling. So, all right, that's it for me for tonight. Yeah, Katie, the fragrance they're bringing back is Topaz. Um, and I think they're going to be bringing back even more fragrances. They brought back Little Black Dress, which was the fragrance that got me into this company. They just brought back Topaz. So they're going to be doing quite a bit of good stuff. So it's just a great time to be a part of Avon. So, all right, guys, that's a wrap for me. I'm over my time. Guys, don't let me run over time. I'm over time, but thank you guys all for joining me. I will see you next time, next week, Tuesday, 8 p.m., same time, same place, here on my channel. Join us live, join the conversation, participate. It's so much more fun when there are more of us. Have a great night, guys. Bye.